tell me your name and tell me some name of your books.
Yep, I am Lala B, author of Love Unconventional, which is also part two is out, which is Love Unapologetic.
Yes. You got another book though. What's the other book you have?
We got the messy. I married my dead cousin's husband as well, and I'm working on my fourth book right now.
Yes. Okay, so your fourth book, what is it? What is it about? Tell us a little snippet about what your fourth book is about.
Now this one is a little bit outside of my comfort zone. It's a little less chaotic than what I'm used to writing. It's called From Lights to Late Nights. It's kind of a social media bae type vibe. They meet on
Okay.
social media not too far from each other and decide to hook up.
Oh, okay. I
But
kind of like that.
yeah, they got some drama. She has her own, or her 7-year-old son, and of course has the baby daddy that goes along with it, who was originally just a friend that she just so happened to have a drunk night with one night, and little Zion is born.
Okay,
um,
then that's my type of book. Okay.
listen, it's not as messy and crazy as some of my other ones, but it will definitely give you the mess and the spice that I usually give because
Okay.
it's always going to be some. It's just going to be a little different.
Mm.
So you guys are used to getting the persons together having the spice. Well, my girl like to have fun by herself occasionally, okay?
Oh, okay.
And he don't mind watching from afar because he'll.
Oh, okay. So she likes to pleasure herself.
Yeah, because she's a doctor. Her name is Arlani. She's a doctor. She's been focused after having baby boy, pretty much just becoming who she is. She's her own self-made doctor. She has her own clinic. That's all she's been focused on. So she ain't been worried about a man.
Okay.
So she has learnt the art
Ah,
of,
she like she
of
like
making sure she get herself together
okay.
on her own time and in her own place.
She said
Like,
she don't need a man. Hey.
no, she don't need one. She is very strong on her own. She has her crazy ass best friend, Mama, that stays next door. Mama is with all the entire foolishness because she is a free spirit and she goes and gets whatever sex she want when she want.
Okay, I would like that. I would like that one too. Listen, you and your books, you really be. So tell us, what made you start writing?
I've always been writing. I've been writing since at least stories since probably about middle school.
Okay, okay.
It's always been a creative thing for me, outlet to get my crazy thoughts out of my head.
Yeah, speaking of crazy thoughts, because I just, I gotta act. All right. So your crazy thoughts made you say, "I'm gonna write a book where the brothers is extra freaky and they are like, was that just hey y'all? Was that just like one of your like I don't know, like what made you write that book, like that storyline? Those brothers, they real nasty, but they my men. Jackson Muncie on mine. But just saying, what made you want to write that?
Ready? Let's. In all honesty, it came out of nowhere. Now, yes, have I been? I've always researched the BDSM lifestyle. Always wondered about possibly doing the whole poly relationship. I've been partially in one, just the other way around.
Hmm.
The typical two women and a man situation.
Okay, okay.
But I always wondered, like, what would it be like instead of having two men? Why two women? Why I got possibly two men? But I've never been into the whole sword crossing thing, so I was like, that just ain't my ministry. Okay,
Okay.
um, a lot of things, but that one ain't just one of them.
Hey, shoes.
So I was like, you know what? Let's do this why I choose, and I want the men. Hey, babe, um, to be all about their woman. So I was like, okay, we're gonna see how this gonna work. Now, did I originally start out to think it was going to be six brothers? No. At first, I really only had Montavious and Jax in my head,
Hmm.
and then all of a sudden, it just snowballed. It was like, no, we all.
Like,
It's about to be a it's about to be a family affair.
listen, Jax and Monty is my man. Everybody know that. If y'all don't hear Jax and Monty, that's mine. They're mine. They're my book bays. You see them? Yeah. But Chase at the dinner table.
Listen. When I wrote that scene, I was telling myself I identified as an oxtail. It was when Tasha came to me and said it. I was like, "Baby, I understand." That was
Listen,
how I felt when I wrote the scene because I was like, "Wait a minute, what the hell?" When I went back to read it, I was like, "Girl, you do realize?" I had to sit there and think about it for a second. Like, wait.
that I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, Tiffany. If you haven't read anything by Lala B, you missing out. Let me
Did
tell
not
you,
see. There go Tasha in the comments. She say, "Not too much of my brother husband."
listen, you is missing out because y'all. When I say the books, because she was trying to tell me, she was like, well, my book ain't like that because we read another book when we was on live. I think what was that book that we read on live?
Are you talking about somebody of somebody's wife?
Yes, yes. So we was reading that book on live. I am somebody's wife. And then she was like, well, my book is not it's not that extreme like that one. I started reading her book and I was like, Lala, please. I know I know.
Listen, like, but that's the crazy part. They were never meant to start out to be that intense.
Mm.
Like, it literally just it was a snowball effect. Because I always want all my female characters to be strong.
Hmm.
Like, they're all strong thus far. They all have their issues where, and they are working through them in their own way. Because we all know Kalia is a little bit off.
So
She's come out of her shell in her book, and she's shown you, like, look,
you know
I'm
what? I've
tired
been
of thinking I'm a
pronouncing her
girl.
name wrong. Yeah, I've been y'all know I chop up some names. I've been pronouncing her name wrong. Now how do you pronounce her name?
Kalia.
Kalia. I've been calling her Keela.
I mean, it's close to the same thing,
I've been
but
calling.
it's
I been like I love the progression of what you say her name was
Kalia.
Kalia. Okay, because like in book one, you see she's skeptical about everything and she's scared to give in to her desires. But in book two, she like I'm with it. Like this me. Like I'm here. I wanna be there for my family. And I just love to see her character just evolve and come into her own.
That's it. Kalia was a bit of. She's kind of me, who I was back when I was younger. Like, yeah, I was a little bit free spirited, but I was not as free as I am now. I still had some reservations back then. I wasn't dibbling dabbling like I will now. Like at this point in life, I don't care. Like if
Is
it's
that
not, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like but she really like. I love how she just was talking to me and was like, no, 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 we're not for the steak with the sauce. I want to come out,
yeah.
all the way.
She was telling you gotta make me you gotta
Yeah,
elevate me.
no, her and Mira were just in my head battling with each other, but in so much of a cohesive way. Like, hey, look, ma'am, look, no, we about twins at this moment, okay? Stop playing with my girl. I was like, well, I bet. We can go ahead and rip this on out. Y'all wants to be both the crazy mothers of the group. We can go ahead and handle that.
And that was definitely what you how you wrote because they was both they was not playing. Do you hear me now, Mira? Let's get on to her. Yeah, you know we got to get on the Mirror because I just wanna know. Probably a lot of people don't know this, but is Mira somewhat like you?
Mira is pretty much me.
Yeah, I
The
can see
only difference is I ain't going out and chopping up people's bodies and shit. Uh,
that.
not that I ain't thought about it, but
Just keep that out a little.
yeah, the books have kept me from living that lifestyle. Just put it like that. But yeah, she is definitely me at this age. That's why my characters are the age that they are. Because I feel like, yeah, in our 20s, we might explore.
Mm-hmm.
But until we get to that point where we are really unapologetically us,
Oh yes.
because in our 20s, yeah, we be free. We think we free, but we still living in the confines of what we were told as kids to be, whether we realize it or not. We also told what, depending on how your household grew up. And I
Mm-hmm.
grew up with an old school country mama. Wasn't playing that shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, even though we lived our life sometimes kind of crazy, it wasn't as crazy as we thought it was. We were actually a bit mild, because I know I was.
Thank you, Tasha. That's so true because I feel exactly how you said. Like we thought we were free in our 20s, but it's like as you, even though I'm still 20, I'm just 29, but still,
Damn, you have an
in
overstood.
my in my earlier 20s, I was like I thought I was free, but I really wasn't. And now I'm to the point like I'm gonna be me unapologetically anywhere I go, any place I am with anybody. I'm just gonna be me. I can't help it. I don't want to hide myself with who I am. I'm just gonna be me, and I love that about Mira because first of all, it threw me off when I found out that Mira was a hacker.
I ain't gonna go hold you. Well, I'm getting ready to graduate school in a couple of weeks. Now, mind you, I've always been into tech. I've always been into computers since I was little. My father bought my first computer at the age of 12. I had that big ass HP sitting in my bedroom. Only ended up moving it to the living room for space purposes because he ended up getting me a bigger one. And I was taking apart that sucker and putting it back together and everything under that. So yeah, she is definitely. Listen, I tell people, listen, hey, I don't have to physically hurt you.
Oh,
Don't
she'll
let me
hurt
get on
you
this
with your
computer
words.
screen.
She'll hurt you with your words.
Yeah. And
It's gonna be straight
no,
like
listen, I have a different type of dangerous fingers. Okay, well, I'm not fat. I'm not gonna argue with you
gonna be the
either.
hacker and everything, cause
So yeah, and I've always also always wanted to have my own like whole repair screen and all that type of business. I just haven't done it as of yet. Like I literally even looked into the whole franchising of you break it, I fix it. Like I looked into that so heavy. Um and even know how much it costs and everything. But it's just like the book part of me, that writing spirit in me just was like, ma'am, I let you go out of that particular job for a reason.
yeah,
It wasn't for you to take your ass back to another one. It was for you to go ahead and sit down and do this
exactly.
and let it all go. I was like, okay, bet, not a problem.
So,
So here we go.
do you want to stay independent, or like eventually would you like to be under a publisher?
No, I will be independent. I honestly, the more that I have been into the book world and seeing how we as black women, black men are treated in the whole publishing world, Yeah, I'm definitely going to stay indie, but eventually I will end up having my own publishing company.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say it.
Hey, my spirit has always been to take care of the people. That's always been me.
Hmm.
As much as sometimes I fight the hell out of it because I don't like to be around people, but I can't help it. Um, so yeah, I was like, no, we not. I can't. I got to put my foot in and do it my way because I always am a little bit different. I'm not. Let me lie. Stop lying. I'm always a lot different in the way that I do certain stuff.
And look, when Shelly P was talking about the differences between, because she's been under a publishing company and she's indie, and she gave us the pros and told us, for her she prefers indie because I mean you just get to. I feel like with being an indie author, it's not a lot of limitations on you as to what you can write, when you can write it, and even though when I'm working on my first book and I'm about to get ready to publish. Yes, I'm about to get ready to publish. Of course, I want to do a publisher, but now I'm seeing like I might just stay indie because I have all these ideas and I don't need nobody limiting my ideas because I need to get them out. And it's not
And
gonna
that's what
always
I
be
do.
like one specific thing. I want to write as soon as the idea comes to me. I write down in my little book, in my handy dandy notebook or my iPad, whatever I got. I'm gonna write them ideas down. But even like with my paranormal, I don't want to be stuck in one genre. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I want to be versatile.
And
So
that's exactly why that's the main top reason for me that I'm not doing a traditional publishing company unless I end up finding one that is going to let me have all creative output. Like I can't. I listen. I've been a rebellious ass person since I was a little ass girl. Like I barely listened to either one of my damn parents. You really think I want to grow up and listen to somebody else? Hell no. Not in my adult life. No. That's why I always got in trouble at work because
please,
I felt like it was a stupid ass rule, and I'd be like, "You know that don't make sense, right?" Whatever. Okay. That's your money.
no for
But now that it's mine, and I'm like, and I've done the whole running a different business. I don't see it as a failure anymore. I see it as the lesson that I was supposed to have been learning,
yeah.
which is the whole business side that I needed to know in
Mhm.
order to run the books exactly how I need them to work.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like we as authors, even when we're just starting out, I feel like sometimes we get stuck into not wanting to, I'll say, not want to accept constructive criticism, right? Because
That too.
you're gonna have people who don't like your books. That's just them. And you're gonna have people who love your books. And I've learned so much just by fully emerging into the book talk community. I've learned so much from writing, well, watching other authors, and just get feedback on certain stuff. Even you, like you help me with certain stuff also. So I feel like if you're open to it and you will meet genuine people who actually want to see you, elevate. Just like with any industry, you have some people or some things that will not be for you, but as long as you stick in your own lane and do what you're, like I said, I'm coming to write. I don't have no time for all that other drama. You know what I'm saying? As long as we
No,
stick to
that's
what we
not
know, then we'll be fine.
exactly. Listen, I don't do any of the extra drama or any other. I don't have time for that. My mindset is always listen, if as long as you is not affecting my kids, my money, my mama, or my man. And I ain't got the last one yet, so that one I deem necessary. So I'm top three right there.
That's
As
why you
long as
writing.
you
No, that's why your mama says you writing a book like this.
Don't go there. Hey, you was not supposed to bring that back up. I thought we were friends. Leave.
She killed me. She killed me.
Listen, Mama Dukes don't play. Listen, she always got something slick to say. That's where I get my mouth from. And she
Now,
swears it's from my daddy. No, it's from you, ma'am.
listen, let me
But
ask you this, because you told me about your work in progress that you're working on right now. But I could swore you was planning on doing a paranormal book. Is that true?
yes, I actually have put together the outline for about three of them.
Ooh, three of them.
And they are more so fantasy
Mm,
than traditional paranormal. I
okay.
haven't quite reached into the whole vampire witch side of it quite yet. I mean, one of my characters, she's kind of like one, but she is more of it's talking about our hoodoo right, our hoodoo rituals. So that's what she's more leaning in towards. She's not necessarily a witch. She is a hoodoo queen.
Okay. Okay. That hoodoo queen.
Um, yeah, so that's as far as I went into the witch side of it. But yeah, so they're more so fantasy. Listen, I literally have she's a hoodoo queen. One of the other girls, she is an artist. However, her paintings, when she paints, they glow for a reason.
Mm.
They are magical symbols um, that they use in the ley lines. She is going to be the partner of a gargoyle.
Oh, see, I look. You didn't got me. You didn't got me with all the hoodoo and the ley lines. That's my type of book right there. Cause that's my initial like. I love reading urban fiction, but my favorite genre is paranormal fantasy. Like you can give me a good werewolf book, vampire book all day. I'm eat it up. I'm gonna eat it up.
That is 100% me. I just wanted to take it somewhere slightly different. Always, listen, like I said, y'all will forever know me as the one that always got to find a way to take it somewhere else. I always got to go out the box. I'm always a little bit different than everybody else. So like the Hoodoo Queen, it's actually a twist on Rapunzel. It's an urban Rapunzel retelling.
Hmm.
Yeah, baby girl. uh, like I literally had a night where because y'all know I'm a Gemini. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of being a Gemini, I have ADD. So I overthink and hyper focus sometimes a lot. So I had one night a couple weeks ago where I just could not go to freaking sleep. All these characters were talking to me at one damn time. So I said, okay, fine. I'm going to get up and I'm going to at least outline y'all stories so y'all can shut the hell up and let me go to sleep. That's literally the conversation I had in my head. And sure enough, that's how the Hoodoo Queen with the Rapunzel retelling came along. Then we have the Gargoyle story that is coming up. But then the one that is more so closer to your girl's heart is the one that I'm going to do, which I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to do first. That's the problem. Um, but the one that's closest to me, it is going to be our African gods.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be. I've already kind of switched into it, and it's going to be more so of an urban retelling of, and not necessarily urban in the United States. It's going to still be in Africa. They're still going to be in the motherland, but they about to be on some shit. Listen,
I be so ready for your books. I'm not gonna even lie. I be so ready.
they. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Where is my thingy? Okay, where are my gods? Where is? Because see, this is right. This is the problem right here. I have so many of these suckers written out. It's insane. Um, so yeah, so it is the Yoruba tribe that I went into. And when I say I had a night where that night I literally did a whole deep dive into it, and I was like, okay, ma'am, you ain't never go to sleep. 'Cause before I know it, I done went and I did a character outline. It's literally about where is it? Shit. Yeah, I got the book title and everything. I forgot. Yeah, I just didn't do the book.
Dang.
I didn't do the book cover. So it's the goddess of love, Ushan.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, I have thrown her back into the world of people, of humans. She's partially forgotten who she is, and her lover, who has been looking for her ass for the past 200 years, has realized she's been sitting on land for the last 200 years and doesn't even know who the hell she is. But they about to cut up.
Oh, see, you really went in deep dived into that right there.
Yeah, I couldn't help it. I wanted that one to be. Yeah, I wanted that one to be. I wanted to go into our roots even heavier. Like, I feel like we've had some things come out for our original roots, but something always get misconstrued or twisted, and the story doesn't get told like it's supposed to in full. So I said, you know what? Why not? We are about to build an entire damn world.
Yes. See, and that's what I love. Like, I love that we can make up our own world and that we can just build off that. Like, after I put this first book out, I'm gonna be putting out my paranormal books.
Don't worry about it. I'll be waiting on it.
Now I'm so ready. I'm so ready for that because it's like I told you, paranormal is my favorite. It's my favorite drama. So my paranormal books, I already got the outline. Hey Cole, I already got the outline. I already got the character images. I'm working on my cover, but it's gonna be like four different books, and it's gonna all interconnect. The first book is gonna be about three hybrid three hybrid witches and three hybrid werewolves. It's gonna all tie in.
The weather over here is getting bad. Sorry.
Uh oh.
Yeah, but it's all right. But yeah, listen, I'm waiting on you and your books. Now, the other thing I wanted to listen. So, one of the details that is very dear to me is the Mama Water. I don't know if you've quite heard of her. She is one of the spirit gods. She's the mermaid.
Mm. I feel like I
Uh,
heard that before. Now I'm gonna have to let me get my iPad so I can search it up.
yep,
Cause
Mama Water. She is the water spirit. She's the goddess. I don't know if you ever heard the tales of how if you go in Africa, if you see the mermaids, you don't go towards them.
yes, I heard that.
I am doing a play on her. So, like I said, when I say it's going to be a complete world build, it's going to be a complete world build. I don't know how many books this is going to be. I'm warning y'all now. Now, if anybody in the chat, listen, if you read any of my books, understand this. It's always gonna be freaky as hell, okay? It's just
Real freaky, y'all. Like real freak nasty. So somebody
um
said, so what people consider sirens? She asked.
no. So sirens and the mermaids are different. Those are two separate entities.
They are. But see,
Those sirens are different. They on the hook, Lord.
you gotta explain it. You gotta explain the difference because some people don't know. So you gotta
So
explain the difference.
the sirens they are considered the women who were on the boats who fell off, and they are out in the ocean. They're not necessarily in Africa. Are they Africans? Yes. But they are not. They are, in a sense, though, still prey to Mama Water, because, in a sense, they are a little bit related, but Yeah, the sirens are those who fell off the ship, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, for them, fortunately, now they take their revenge, and you are out there in that ocean where they were left. You are going to get called to the room. Just say it like that. I'm trying to say it
Ooh.
as nice as
And I
possible without TikTok trying to ban us, because the sirens can get a little. The
oh,
sirens book is going to be the dark romance.
mm,
That one is going to get a bit dark because I'm going to get a little bit into them coming off that ship
mm. Okay, so that's gonna be a
where
dark
they
romance.
they want it to be free, but unfortunately, yeah, they're free in a sense. They're free to take their revenge how they see fit, and their
All right,
voices are absolutely beautiful.
I looked it up, y'all. It ain't gonna show y'all. I had to take my stuff off, but I'll show y'all
You know,
another
you gotta
time.
take care of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. But I found the picture. Did you already make your images for Mama Water, or did you use the images?
No, I haven't started the images for Mama Water just yet, but I think I have her prompt. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I'll just put it up. Hold on.
So if y'all look up Mama Water, it says a prominent water spirit in Africa and Afro-Caribbean mythology. Also sometimes spelled Mommy Water or Mamie Water. So
Yeah, they tend to mess up her image quite often, but
mhm.
here she is. Hold on. This is what
Mm,
she has been depicted as.
okay. Even
That's
when
what I
you
pulled up in my research.
even when you researching it, it says she's like a beautiful. She's like a beautiful, alluring figure that lures you in.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
she's the queen of the water, and she is a mermaid.
Oh, see, I'm gonna love that book. Now you got me real hype. See, and that's
Listen,
probably 5 or 6 books away. And
I would say 5 or 6,
how many you say? About 4 books?
but it's definitely around October.
Okay, okay. So after my birthday.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
so definitely around October.
okay.
This is one of my favorite images that I found of her, but they kind of depicted her almost like they did. Oh, here she go. This is the one that I was able to find to generate a
Okay,
more modernized version of her.
yeah, I like that. Okay.
So it was, listen, it was some hours of research, and it's kind of hard to even put it all together right now. Speaking, because like she is just she's off the chain. Like just the story alone, without even me writing, and just going into her and how she is really truly connected to the fertility of us. It's crazy.
Oh, you know what? The if you've been to New Orleans or if you know about Louisiana, you know we're big on spiritual stuff and roots and voodoo and all that type of stuff. Well, people ask me, they be like, um, how did you feel when you found out you were had when you had two sets of twins, right? And I said I didn't know how to feel, but then I remembered one time I went to New Orleans, I went to Bourbon Street, and they had like the fertility guy statue up, right? So guess what I did? I put that dollar in the fertility guy statue
Ma'am,
and
okay.
forgot and forgot.
That's why you
So
got two person plan. Stop playing with that. Listen,
so yeah, that's why I
you
was
was
like,
actually
baby, that's I was like, I totally forgot until I thought about it. I was like, wait, I did. I gave an offering to the fertility goddess. So I'm gonna have to. Maybe that's why the two's tied.
Listen. Oh, you play with that if you want to, man.
Y'all, stuff like that. Like you got. I'm telling y'all, and I
You
had to
have.
remember. I had to remember that this stuff right here is not nothing to play with.
It's really not. Like the more
It's.
research I was doing when I was putting together like for the book and stuff, I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. It will have you doing that. The more you, I feel like the more you research and look into stuff, it's a lot of stuff that you didn't know, and it's like, ooh, wait.
That they made the scene was crazy or made it seem like we were crazy for thinking it was. Like one of the gods that's in the book, Shango,
Mm.
he is original Thor. That is who
Yeah,
Thor is actually based off of.
we're not
He's the
gonna
Orisha of thunder, the
look.
god of
We're not
thunder,
gonna get
lightning.
into all that because you know how it is. You know, it's always one way, and then they depict it as another way.
Their watered down version of it.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking up the images of that Shango, hunty, sir, you could have wrapped me up any day.
Fold me up like a pretzel.
All day, not a problem.
Boy. See, that's why you be writing them nasty books. Cause you
That's why when I put out the book, that song for Dean was "This Man Could Really Fold Me Like a Motherfucking Pretzel." Because that was playing in my head. Like, wait a minute. Okay, girl, you and men that you create. Okay, I be having to go back sometime myself and be like, wait a minute.
look,
You
I would do that too. I like reread over my stuff and then I'll be like, why they should have did this. Now why they did this? No, and then I'll be like, wait, I wrote this. So I wrote this.
it
So
don't even be that for me. It'd be like me reading over my scenes and like, wait a minute. It's like I'm kind of like a out of body experience when I'm writing in a sense because I realize I'm writing it, but when I go back and read it, I'm like, nigga, you really wrote that?
you really wrote that.
You
Yes,
nasty
you
as
did.
hell.
Yes, you did. Cause
You
baby,
nasty as hell.
man, I still want to be that oxtail.
Listen, oh well, y'all think Chase is something. I'm going to tell you now when we get to I don't know if I'm going to completely yeah, I might as well say yeah. I'm going to completely let Little Meech loose.
Ooh,
See, y'all have gotten little tastes of Meech here and there. And you notice he's the quiet brother.
he is. He is.
His book is already outlined as well. I'm already working on Chase's, so yes, his book is already completely outlined. And Big Meech is what you go call him by the end of the book.
They call him Big Meats.
He is going to give you the vibes of ooh the dogs.
Ooh.
You know
Ooh.
what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
slanging. Listen, Lord have mercy. I was like, girl, what is wrong with you?
That's what Tasha said. Tasha said, I'm waiting for Meech. I have a feeling he's going to be added to the crew.
No. So that shop is closed. I had to. Some people was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna give." No, no. Um, as freaky as they are very. If you notice, they are all very protective. And Meech sees Mira more so as a sister
Mm.
than he does all the other extra shit. Like him and Kalia have had their little fun. He's cool with Kalia in that sense, as well as Kenya. Warning though, I don't know if Kenya gonna make it. Um,
Wait. Wait. What you mean you don't know if Kenya going to make it?
I don't know. We go see.
Because I really want to know what she did. That's what I really want to know. Right.
Kenya is one of those characters that has been on my nerves as of lately. So I don't know how to work. I I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it moving. But yeah, I ain't quite get
Oh yeah, it's acting up. All right, Lala. I'm not gonna hold you because I see the weather over there acting up.
kind of calm down a little bit. Yeah, depending on what she did, she may be expendable. Listen, first of all, I'm going to let y'all know all my characters are expendable. All of them. No matter how much I love them, they are all expendable.
You see my head?
I see your head, and I
You
understand why your head
know?
is moving. I understand why your head is moving the way that it's moving. Um, all characters are expendable. It's gonna
Don't have me
be
crashing out. Do not have me crashing out because you let them kidnap my man. Girl, I'm still upset about that.
girl, you just gave the intro to somebody who ain't read it.
You could have just not said nothing because they could have still read it, still not. Listen, y'all, go read the books, all of them, because I'm telling y'all, once y'all read the books, y'all gonna be like, "Ooh, when the next will come out?" Like, I think I read the first one too fast, but luckily the second one was coming.
It's not
Luckily,
about the first was 400 something pages. How you read that, Sophie?
but I ate it up, and I was like, "Yeah, I need part two like yesterday." But yeah, I read part two too. But like I said, she stressed
Part
me out.
three
Like, whew,
is in the
I
works.
had to text her phone. Like, really?
And
That's what
she
we
did.
doing? I was like, that's what we doing? Cause no,
And
yeah,
she really texted my phone. Y'all, listen. I have a couple of text messages. I have screenshots of text messages and DMs at this point from the crash outs that I've received. And that's just
oh, you had me crashing out. Like, you had me crashing out bad. I was like in the bed. I was like, I know not. I just know. I just know. My husband talking about what's wrong. I started kicking my feet and everything. I said, ooh. He talking about what's wrong over there. I'm finna text her right now. I was like,
listen. I don't know if the crash out was worse on Love Unconventional, Love Unapologetic, or I Married My Dead Cousin's Husband.
baby, because you definitely, I was crashing out on the first book and on, cause why? You know what? I wanted to ask you something too because I wanted to. Are you going to go like into depth on like the kids' characters?
I am actually considering it because if you have not noticed, the kids are a little off.
Yeah, I have noticed that. That's why I was like, I wonder if she's gonna do a book like with the kids.
It might be a version of the kids. I haven't decided yet, but for some reason, it is speaking to me to do their college days.
Yeah, I'm glad it's speaking to you because I sure want it.
But
I can see them now. They're gonna be crazy just like their daddies.
I mean, if you haven't noticed already, they all are all slightly off.
Yeah, they are. But that's my type
If
of timing.
if you realize just how easy it was for um I can't stand the heifer. I purposely forget that heifer name.
Not purposely
I
forget her name.
listen. It's only two characters so far that I've written that I well no I can't take that back because the one in this new book I want to stump a mud hole in her ass. But no, Mira's cousin, her. If you notice, their transition from her not being there anymore was perfectly fine.
They was cool with it. That was like the easiest transition that I've ever seen. Like I thought at least one of them was gonna be like,
It was meant to be like that because of, like I said, that thought has always played in my head that I felt like I want to do the college days of the kids, because a lot of them are older. The only babies we really have right now are the triplets,
Yep.
and little baby Delia.
Mm-hmm.
So those are only babies, and I don't know if I'm actually going to create any more babies.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I was thinking. That's why I put that little snippet in there, and I was waiting to see if anybody actually caught it and said anything about it. But ain't nobody said that. I was like, oh, okay, so they ain't catch it. Don't worry about it. They gonna catch it in a minute.
Are you talking about the end of the book?
No, the snippet where how their transition was. Like I
Oh
was
yeah,
hoping that I
I did
didn't
caught
lose
that.
it.
When I was reading it, I was just like, they crazy too.
And that was how I wanted it to come off. Exactly. I didn't want it to come off. I wanted to make sure that I wrote it so that you realize, like, wait a minute, these niggas. Not that anything was missing out the book, because it wasn't. It was all there, and exactly how it was supposed to be. Some niggas just transitioned. Staying kept.
See,
Their brain is not wired in that family properly at all.
well, listen, we can't wait for you to drop more books, especially for the Fredericks family.
It's coming. September is
September.
what I'm working on.
That's gonna be my birthday present.
September is what I'm working on. Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be my birthday present. Okay, okay. That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. Now, I want to thank you for being on my first podcast. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all the guests who came. And I just want y'all to know that don't be sleeping on Miss Lala. Okay? Don't sleep on Lala B. Because when you read her books, you gonna be like, ooh, what took me so long to read it? Please do not sleep on her. And Lala, I want you to tell them how they can follow you. Tell them your Facebook groups, everything.
So y'all can find me on Let's Talk About Books with Lala B on Facebook. That is the Facebook group. Right now, the Facebook group is open. The Facebook group will stay open as long as y'all act like y'all got some sense. Okay? I'm just gonna put that out there now, in advance. But yes, the Facebook group is there. It is open. You don't have to ask any questions or anything like that. Y'all can go on, slide in, ask your questions. You can have your crash out moments. Ask me what the hell was I thinking. It's your people, okay? Listen, because they be in there doing some foolishness. They done already started
I
with the
feel like I want
foolishness.
to crash out, go in there and crash out right now.
See, look. But all my social medias are Lala B, author Lala B, across the board. I tried to make it as simple as possible for you guys, because listen, I also forget shit, so I'm not even.
Tell me your website.
My website is sipandgrabyouabook.com. Right now, you can get your custom bags. So if you start to feel like, hey, yeah, I'm a part of the Fredericks family too,
Hmm.
go ahead and cop your tote bag. They are available. The cups, matching cups for each man will be available very soon. But we already have the Fredericks family sticker bundle. So if you want your man stickered somewhere, go ahead, grab that. All at sipandgrabyouabook.com.
Yes. Well, thank you, Lala. I'm gonna let you rest now.
Yes, ma'am. And you go lay your black ass down too, because you know I'm gonna text
I'm going. I'm going.
you.
All right. You have a good night. Okay.
Good night.